It's Uncle Martin again going live. We have something for you today. I talked about it about a year and a half ago, and that's because Pluto was coming into Aquarius. Well, that was only for a preview, and that was 2023. It was just a very brief time, March 23rd to June 11th. And then it came back again in 2024, January 20th to September 1st. Now, as of a month ago, Pluto into Aquarius is here to stay for another 19 years. And what does that mean? What makes that so significant? Well, just so happens the last time it really came into effect was in 1777 to 1798. And all you kids and grown-ups must remember in school they taught you we had some things like the American Revolution and the French Revolution during this time period with Pluto coming into Aquarius, which has now happened once again starting as of last month, November 19th. And we're going to have this until, well, March 8th, 2043. That's 19 years. So what does that mean? It's very significant because if you look back in history, there were some devastating earthquakes that occurred during this time period, as well as uprisings of humanitarian things. So we have, well, let's just go. I talked about this about a year and a half ago, but I didn't have this information for you, which is pretty interesting. So in 1780, Iran had a very large earthquake, 7.4, and it took out about 200,000 people. And then in 1783, Italy had quite a large earthquake also, a 6.9, and a tsunami kind of wiped out about 35,000 people. And then in 1787, there was an 8.6 in Mexico, and that also had a devastating tsunami also. So what we have is the late 1780s, we had the most devastating earthquakes and tsunamis in a couple hundred years. So here we are back again. And what does that really represent when we talk about Pluto coming into Aquarius? Well, as I said, the world went through some very high seismic shifts. That's including the American and French Revolution. What Pluto does is it encourages open-mindedness and also collective change. The humanitarian revolution, which is actually happening right now if you think about it. We got some, some things that are coming on the forefront from Dearborn, Michigan. We have some crazy people that have done some very negative things in Australia as of yesterday. And then if you look into the UK, England, the people in, oh gosh, you got Irish and the Scots. They're all having some situations over there too, uprisings, if you haven't noticed. Anybody watching the news? I try not to, but that's what I've noticed. Hey guys, what do you got here? I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses. I have to go with this. Hey, Slosky boy, hi. And Charbinsko, hello. And Thema, man, THEG, Gaming Bass, 1675. Hey, how you doing? And then we got Linda Mon 5101. Can I see your dog? Absolutely. He's been waiting to see somebody because he's waiting for this. You better not bury this. You better chew it up and eat it this time. All right. He buries it. He takes him and buries him. What's with this dog? Well, he was starved and he was put in a cage and he's a rescue. That's what happens when they don't know when their next meal is coming from. But he's got food all the time. After a year and a half, you'd think he'd know what's going on. So getting back to Pluto coming into Aquarius. Now, it also deals with a new era. It's a new era for equality and freedom. And Pluto into Aquarius also has to do with new government structures. Yeah, I think we've got all that coming up our way right now. Also, it deals with groundbreaking technology. Now, if you haven't noticed, we got some groundbreaking technology that, well, I believe we've had it for a long time, but we're on a need to know basis. And a lot of people say we don't need to know. But with Pluto coming into Aquarius, this technology might be just coming our way, okay? And then it also deals with social innovation and liberation. Pluto in itself, the planet Pluto, has to do with transformation. It's a renewal of death and rebirth and spiritual growth. It also has hidden truths. It evokes courage, bravery, and strength to overcome seemingly impossible circumstances. I'd say a lot of people are already doing, there's a lot of uprisings all over this planet right now. And sometimes we just need a little nudge on the planetary energies that we do get. Not that we're subjected to them, but they do affect us to help change for the better, I would hope. So, hey, what do you got there? See your dog. Hey, Linda, my cute pup. Try the rescuing. Try for rescuing him. Thanks for rescuing him. Yeah, I had to rescue him. It was my job. So, if anybody's out there that's still watching Uncle Martin, thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't care. I am concerned. And of course, as I've said before, in Arizona, out west here, this is the way I work it. You join and subscribe to me, and if you have something to subscribe to, I will. So you subscribe to me, I subscribe to you. I think it's only a fair thing to do. And look at this. There's no way he ate that whole chewy. He buried it. All right, one more. One more before we go. Yeah, what the heck. You gonna chew it up? You gonna eat it this time? I don't think so. He's probably gonna bury it again. So that's what we got in store for us, kids, for 19 years. It's pretty exciting. A lot of changes are going to be going on. And I would say hopefully we won't be dealing with so many earthquakes and tsunamis, but we already had one in Japan recently, and it's just one of those things. You want to be on your toes and be careful. So until we see each other again, be well, God victory, stay safe.